as we are going live. Hello people and welcome back to another round of the Assetto Corsa offline championship. I'm your commentator today, Rowan, and I'll be commentating today's F2 race here on the beautiful Silverstone. So Silverstone, the host for today's British Grand Prix, a circuit with 18 corners with a lot of history, of course. It's of course the first circuit to ever hold a Formula 1 Grand Prix back in 1950, won by Giuseppe Farina. Now here we are in F2 cars racing on exactly the same ground but in a different layout. As now we see Francois below going for his first lap of the day as we run a different Formula 2 a different Formula 2 race distance. Also, quality distance has changed. Quality time has changed, as we're now running 10 minutes of qualifying instead of 20 minutes, and 50% of the F1 race. So yeah, this will definitely spice up the qualifying, as teams are now more hesitant, will be less hesitant to start a lap time. But yeah, 5.10 kilometers of a circuit, a very fast and fast and twisty circuit, but a lot of fast corners here. Here you see Francois below go into Maggots Baggets. Let's go on board with him. Here he goes, 6th gear. You really have to be committed here, and yeah, it's really really big challenge. As we now go to the Hanger Straight on the way to Stowe. Whereas you see, you may not see it that much, but here we see the car rise up a bit into a rising hill. Here, through Stowe, and here we go into the last chicane. Club, I believe. Very important to get an exit good here. Really have to get your exit maximized. That's here you go on the main straight, and the first time of the day is a 140 from Francois below. I wonder what the others can do, as 140 actually, which is 5 tenths slower by Adam Iliad. And yeah, as here we see says this guy in which is that, I think it's a Rapex. Yep, it is. So we have Samet Özkan go into P1 and P but not for long, as we have seen Dima Antonov go P1 in the Russian time. Further down the grid, Ida Weitz in the other Raybacks goes P6, and those are the first times for today. So you see really Sunderfake there also in the abstract yellow KFC car, go P4 so far. Daniel Fraser there, and here we see Rosetta Martinez there. Jasper Ma. So now this lap time starts to come in. Nikhil Allergy. As now P1, it's Jafari Blackwood, the man who is making his debut this race actually in the racing engineering car, is now right now setting it the fastest lap time so far. But yeah, Jafari Blackwood came from Formula E to Formula 2, a very different car, I must admit. Very yeah, a little less torque than the Formula E cars. Of course, these are internal combustion engines compared to the electric batteries, I would say. But yeah, very big switch from Jafari Blackwood. As in the meantime, it is Thomas Mandits who put it in pole position so far. And so far, all the drivers have set a lap time. And as we see, Zanis guy improve his time, but not his position there necessarily. And let's see, Jafari Blackwood goes to Maggots and Baggets. A very, like I said, a very fast core section of the track. One of the most challenging corner complexes of the circuit, of the calendar, I should say actually. So I think this is an in lap. To be fair, he keeps going. Maybe it was some kind of cooldown lap. And now he might go for another run, as it's only 3 minutes left race, so that's a new qualifying format. Really speed up the process. As here we see Jafari Blackwood, and he can't improve his time so far. Now he'll have another run, but he has someone in front of him. I think that's one of the Premas, I think. I'm not really sure, to be honest. You know, so Matt Usken is in P5. I feel like I am missing some people. Let's see. In the MP Modes podcast, there is his teammate Van der Rooyen. The Dutchman really far off the pace right now, but as he goes in P16, while his teammate Usken is in P5. Yeah, really, you have to really wonder what's going on with the Dutchman. Definitely not the worst driver of the grid, for sure not. They're all very good drivers, but I don't know what Van der Rooyen has been living with the last few races, but he's in some kind of crisis, I'd say. Let's hear Daniel Fraser, and that's another cooldown lap who now goes for his fast lap, I think. To the last corner he goes. Now onto the main straight. It is a 6 tenths down difference. His last lap, but I think he might go for another lap. As 2 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. A very close, yeah, quite a close battle, to be fair. Yeah, very difficult to say who will get pulled. As Fraser is so far down on the pole time. But if he keeps going, I think he might be able to improve. Might jump to P3 from Antonov, I think it is, in P3. That is indeed Dima Antonov. The Russian there. Very solid lap time. He's still 2 tenths off, which is in Formula 2 standards quite a lot, to be fair. But yeah, he's doing okay, I'd say. He's in the top 3, and it's not the hardest. You don't have the hard stock if you want to overtake here. There are plenty of straights where you can overtake. Hanger Straight, Wellington Straight, in the main straight are all places where you in fact can overtake. So it depends how much you want how much risk you want to put on it. So here he goes for another time lap. That is Dima Antonov. As we can hear the fireworks in the background there. I don't know why they are here, but there must be for a reason there. Here comes Daniel Fraser around the last corner. Is it an improvement? No, it's not actually. 7 tenths down from P1. As of right now, he is only 2 tenths down, so a very disappointing lap time there. He's 5 tenths slower in his own lap. As we have Usken go through his final corner. Can he improve anything? And he can't. Also a bit of a miserable lap, to be honest. Sahin then, and I think that's HRT. As he goes past the line, past last corner, and is he gonna improve? No, he doesn't improve either. Jafari Blackwood is in his last flying lap. Can he put in anything? If 1/10 of the pole time already in this first sector. And yeah, it doesn't look like Mandich is coming out the pit of the pit so far, so he's not gonna defend his time so far. So you see Dima Antonov in the Russian time go through the last corner, and I wonder if he can improve anything. I don't know about the sector time so far. Here you go. I don't think it will be it. I don't think it will be enough. It's not enough. He says P3. Meanwhile, Milka Singh went into P10 as Blackwood 6 tenths down on the pole sector, so that's not going to be an improvement. Then your Fraser stays P4. Samet Usken is coming for the final But I don't think he'll improve as a speed trap is just way too low for that. The speed trap speed. As he goes through. Can he improve? He can't. 3 turns down. Halil Sain coming through as he's coming in actually. We know Singh is coming. Oscar van Rooyen, what can he do in the PMO spot? No, not. As this is it. This was qualifying so far for the British Grand Prix. So your pole sitter this race is Thomas Mandits, followed by Javari Blackwood to debut, Dima Antonov P3, Daniel Fraser in P4, Samet Erskine in P5, Dragovic in P6, Martinez in P7, Rudy Sundevic P8, Sahin P9, Singh P10, Francois Bilot P11, Linus Demille P12, Nico Walgi P13, Oscar van Rooyen P14, Luca Farina P15. So this guy P16, Ida Weitz P17, Adam Hidiat P18, Yash Parmar P19, and then Alex Brusser rounds of the grid in P20. So then, we're pretty much ready to go for the lights out. So 5 lights are on. And we're racing here in Silverstone, and it's a good start there from Thomas Mandits. Javari Blackwood is having a good start there. So all going so cleanly so far, I think. No, I think actually some people have gone off. I don't know who went off. But there's definitely some contact there. Going through onto the Wellington Straight right now is the leader. It is Javari Blackwood, and in front that's Thomas Mandits, who is being chased right now by Javari Blackwood. And battle's going on, and it's Dragovic, who is just lost the position to really Sundevic, I think. Yeah, yes. So meanwhile, Luca Farina in the Prema there. Very poor qualifying yet. So he's now in the midfield pretty much. Me as we trying to see what they're doing. But meanwhile, here's your leader, Thomas Mandits, going to Maggots and Baggets with a 1.2 second gap actually towards Javari Blackwood. So 18 laps to go around Silverstone. This guy is under pressure from Farina, who comes back on him. As here he is, wheel to wheel. Can he put it on the inside of the stove? Is he brutal? Is he rude enough? He's gonna try it. But this guy is not gonna give it up. This guy on the inside goes on the curb there. As I think there's contact actually, and that puts a Prema off there. And that puts Farina back. Meanwhile, this guy has taken the position there. As either White takes advantage of it as well, I think. As Jess Parmar under pressure there. As Van Rooyen is under pressure as well, I think. Yeah, Van Rooyen fell back. But meanwhile, Thomas Mandits goes P1. Yeah. Let's see the gap start to form a bit. Linus Demille is pretty close right now. I wonder what he can do. That is Alex Brester, who is attacking Palmer, I think. And he wants to fence here in Cups. It's not a place where you usually put a wheel on the inside there. As Brester yields a bit there. And lets Palmer live for today. So Linus Demille had to follow him, I think, seeing to Maggots and Baggets. That's not the easiest job to do. So in the meantime, Blackwood is starting to lose time towards Mandic. And Francois below. Thomas Mandic is second, 10th faster than Blackwood. But Antov is really putting in the fastest lap so far. Now it's just this guy who puts in the fastest lap. Go on board with demand enough. And he finds to run past Blackwood anytime soon, but he's too far back so far. There he goes. I don't think he'll get there anytime soon. As we see more fireworks in the air. Very nice, but I don't know why they use it right now. A bit of a waste of fireworks if you ask me, as you can't really enjoy it fully. As here we have another battle to enjoy. As we have the battle to enjoy here between Antonov and Blackwood. But he can't yet make up a space. As he tries best. Too far back it seems for this occasion. And no real gap to close in so far. As in the background I also see, I think, Daniel Fraser there in P4. Yeah, you have to watch some mirrors for that. Daniel Fraser puts in the fastest lap actually of them all. So yeah, I think he'll go down on Hunt enough. It's Thomas Mandic who's leading the race with 1.3 seconds. Is really walking away so far. Yeah, the sandwich car would call it. Look at the sponsor there. Very nice sandwiches. As here we have Luca Farina, who's 5 tenths down, and so is this guy. Yeah, nothing really to do so far. Then I'll just stay behind him and catch up to him. Farina is closing the gap a bit, but it's very tricky to overtake on the inside here. Now we've seen, I think Farina being actually, was that someone? I think that was a bit further up the field actually. But we've seen someone overtake before that chicane. That's where it ended in tears. But now Farina is really on the edge, catching just this guy. Even though it's 5 tenths, that's quite a lot to be honest actually. As the gaps really start to widen out a bit, we have this guy chasing rides. Here is Alex Bruster, who is behind Pamar, and he really can't catch up to be honest. Here we have originally Thomas Mandic, who has a pretty big gap towards Blackwood, and behind Blackwood it is Antonov who is having his gap as well. This is guy and his teammate, and he found a way to close the gap so far. He's getting closer. As it's either right. Who is trying to chase down O'Neill. On his turn is chasing Sain in front of him. He tries to desperately catch the gap, but he just can't for some reason. Here he goes. This guy is getting closer again. As Farina is looking for a place. But both drivers are a bit too far back on their front runner. No one really can make a move. Now they'll lose out again. That's how the game goes. As it's White who's the faster now. From the top 14 towards top 16. So White should be able to pull a gap. So we've done 7 laps of this race. And so far not a lot of chase happened. As either White is trying to get past when Kill Valji, and he can't really make a place up somewhere. Here he goes, no one really closes the gap again. I think there that's Blackwood really losing out to Mendes. Must have been the tires affecting his race. I wonder what it is. Either way, it cost him 2 tenths. As in the background, there's Antonov hunting for the Fire Blackwood. And that's about it. Linus de Mel, P10. Now going into Maggots Baggage. Can he follow through his direct opponent? Don't think you can. And I was pretty right, that's the last time. As in the meantime, Farina I had a good slipstream on Stowe. I wonder if Farina can do something now here on the inside. The chicane. No, he's too far back. That's too far back. We're stupid to try so. That's E device is behind the program of Nikiology. We have 50% of the race so far, and nothing has been decided yet so far. But they might want to add in some more action. As no one is able to close the gap, we're still pretty much a similar position as we started this race. And it's pretty much a train race again. And I can't really overtake for some reason. But now maybe either Whites can do something about it. He's really closing a gap so far. Dutens, can he maybe get a good run out of Stowe? I don't know, but he's trying something. And he's compromising his exit there. Quite a lot, and he's letting him go for this chicane there. I wonder why he didn't try and put it on the inside, but we see White's try it for some point. And now he can start all over again. He's lost 4 tenths. Meanwhile, Blackwood is slowly starting to catch up a bit to Mandy's again. The gap was 1.7 seconds and now it's 1.4 seconds. So yeah, Blackwood is getting his car better to work again, I think. White tries to get closer. Overtake. And 5 tenths, 4 tenths. How much can the slipstream do? So far, not a lot. As short was just a bit, the straight was just a bit too short. And maybe through Max and Megas he can do more. It seems to get a bit closer, to be honest. Unless he messes up the exit here, but he doesn't really. And now he can jump in the slipstream again. I think it's too far back again. Unless you can get a monster to go into the chicane. Maybe then he needs to be really late on the brakes well to get past well G. Gaps keep staying the same. Blackwood is the only one really getting a run right now on his closest rival ahead. Yeah. extends the gap in so far. And Blackwood, sorry, yeah, Blackwood also is losing a gap again. As here goes either Whites, who now are nowhere, can get his better run, but there ahead, I think that's Sahin, who locked up there a bit. In the meantime, here we have Whites trying to go through, but he can't. And he can't make a move again. It was frustrating from under the crash helmet there, to be honest. He now tries and tries. You keep asking more stress. You keep putting more stress on your tires as well, so you really have to be aware that you can't stay behind someone for too long. Otherwise, you will overheat your tires and your engine, and you'll lose performance and stuff. So you really have to get past as fast as possible, to be honest. Six laps to go here in this Formula 2 race. And either White's still not close enough for a move, I think. Here going to Maggots and Baggets. It depends on how he gets out of here. And he lost out of 10th. That will not make it easy for him. So, although 3 tenths, I wonder if it'll be enough. Like, I really see into the hanger straight right now, but that's not enough so far. Unless he gets a good run again. But I don't think he can get a good enough run to us. Here he goes on the inside actually. Is he trying something? On the curb, and there's a collision there! That's White, who spun around and Farina touched that, but White is stuck there, I think. Unbelievable, as there in the background we see someone under pressure there. I think that's Hidiot. 3 wide, and there's someone who's gonna have the track there as well fully. And that's Palmer, who is now plumb lost. Brush goes past. But White went on the inside, lost it, and they stalled the engine or something, I think. As in the meantime, it is Antonov, who is slowly catching up to Jafari Blackwood in the racing engineering car. And yeah, 6 tenths is a lot to make up, but it's not impossible. And he is not closing a gap so far. And I wonder if someone else can make a gap somewhere, make up a gap and overtake. It's been proven again that it's very tricky to overtake these Formula 2 cars. Yeah, Formula 2, yeah, sorry, correct. That's Farina. Same type of gap, for a different position. Can't get past. Six tenths behind. 6 tenths behind this guy. 7 tenths it is right now. There's 4 laps to go. That's the battle for the lead so far. Really is a bit dull to say the least, actually. There's only a few sectors where Blackwood really can run in on man beats, but Antonov is also running in a bit, it seems, on Black Widows here. It's 7 tenths. Can it be lowered down even more? Not yet. 7 tenths it is on going into stow. And now out of stow. Going towards the last chicane. And then club. Very tricky place to really stay behind. It is on Silverstone. You're getting a bit of a closer gap there actually. Idiot. There's 5 tenths behind. That's a close gap so far we have. It's 5 tenths. That's the closest gap on the circuit so far. And that is between Idiot and Van der Rooyen. Well, pretty low percentage. It became 6 tenths again. I wonder once we can see over the how much he can win over the circuit itself. The parkour. As he goes through, as we have 3 laps to go. And you can see actually at the back of Dragovic. 6 tenths, will it be enough? That's the real question. Well, will the mods be enough? I think it will be just about. It's... Yeah, he ran in a bit, but I don't know if... I mean, getting close is one thing. Getting past is the second thing. That's the biggest trouble in these cars. We know that the drivers can follow each other decently, but then passing someone, that's the tricky part, I'd say. Two laps remaining, and it's 5 tenths for Singh to get to Dragovic. I wonder how much it will be at the beginning of Hanger Straight and then at the end of the Hanger Straight, because that's where people seem to close in the most. It's a 6 tenths exiting left field all towards Cobbs. Very tricky, I would say. Very tricky. Now here comes Adam Hidiat. Even closer. There's at some. There was 2 tenths at some point, but it seems like he's losing out again on Van der Rooyen through maggots and maggots. Now maybe in a toe he can tuck in. And a good run, I don't... Yeah, 5 tenths, so might be enough. It's 4 tenths, will it become 3 tenths? I know, yes it will. 2 tenths actually. As this really shows how strong the slipstream is on this year's cars. But then again, it's not enough for Van der Rooyen, or for Hidiat to make a move on Van der Rooyen. We are into the penultimate lap so far, and Van der Rooyen isn't done with Hidiat so far. So we'll see late lunch. He got 2 laps pretty much. He got this lap and then the next lap. That's it. That's when he needs to make a move. But I don't think he can really make anything right now, as he's now losing out again. as is the gap start to widen a bit again. As we see the leader here, Thomas Mann, needs to go into his final lap. Yeah, very dominant performance from him so far. As Blackwood can't really make up any gap. I can't make the gap smaller, I should say, actually. As he goes for a final time around Wellington Straight into the corner, and Blackwood is really not having a chance of a victory anymore, I'd say, unless Mans really makes a mistake. I don't think he will, as Milka Singh there can't really make a move either, I think. Cop's not a place where you put your wheel alongside. So, let's see. Straight ends. No, that's not gonna be it. Thomas Mann is really trying everything to get Blackwood from the slipstream. It's 6 tenths. He's getting close right now, but no, it's not gonna be enough. As here's your winner today, absolutely dominant. It is Thomas Mandich who wins in Formula 2 with the debut star, Divine Blackwood, who comes past the final corner to take his first podium in Formula 2. As in the background, you see the other people finish off the podium. Martinez finish Fraser will go finish P4, Martinez finishes P5, Erskine P6, Brody Sendovic P7, Dragovic P8, Singh P9, Timel P10. That's the top 10. Here you have to rest. What a performance from Thomas Mann needs. But for today's performance, that's it. Later on, F1 will be on, and you shouldn't miss that either. So I'll hope to see you back then.